Hey everyone, today we're going to be reviewing Battlefield 2042. So, as most of you know, it's been out for roughly a week for the people that have ordered the premium edition, which allows you to get, early access before it's open to everyone. So, throughout this video, I'm just going to give a brief overview, my thoughts on Battlefield itself. I played the beta, and I think it's come a long way. It seems a lot more polished, less buggy. Not to say that there's no bugs. There's definitely still a lot of bugs. Smoother and just more polished. I'm not too sure how to say it exactly, but it just feels better. The beta, to be honest, I was not a fan. I think I played maybe a couple of hours and then just didn't want to play. It was just very laggy. I'd have a lot of spikes in performance. Not to say that I'm not getting any now, but it just feels a lot better. Once I dive into this a bit more, guys, just remember this is my opinion only. I'm no professional. I'm not being paid to do this. I'm just, saying what I speak. So yeah, coming from the beta, I think it's, a lot better. But as we all knew, the beta was, several months old by the time we played it. So it gave them a lot of time to polish up on things. But yeah, nonetheless, they've moved a step in the right direction. The maps, so finally, in the beta we only got one map, and it kind of got, I don't know if that made it a little bit, lackluster in playing the same map over and over again. So it was good to play the other maps. So there is 7 maps, I think. Yeah, 7 maps all up. Really quickly, most of the maps, there was a few that I wasn't a real fan of. Hourglass, I don't mind it. The Sandstorm was pretty cool. But to be honest, I think the same thing with a lot of these maps. They're so big. You could spend a whole game on one side of the map fighting over one point. It's, take that how you want it. Like, some people like it, some people want to go all over the map. But yeah, same with Discarded. I didn't mind Discarded. Running from point to point. There was a lot of people, that could just sit up on the ship and just snipe you. So it makes you want to use them vehicles. Manifest. This was one of the first maps I played. I didn't mind this. Playing at nighttime was pretty cool. I didn't mind this. I find there's a lot more cover, and now think of it, I don't even remember many. There was way less vehicles on this map, so I was a big fan. Calcado. This I only played on the Hazard Zone, but I had a really, really fun game. I didn't really play Conquest on it because I don't know if it was the RNG, but it just seemed super, super rare. There was just other maps that kept popping up, and I wanted to play the other ones. But yeah, from what little I played with it, I didn't mind it. It was good. Orbital, speaking of, this was, the rocket map, I think everyone calls it. With you got the tornado, the chance of a tornado happening, and obviously the rocket taking off or being destroyed. It's good, but we did play it a lot, so take it as you want it. You could, a lot of people like to play it, a lot of people are getting over it. I didn't mind it. I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but yeah. Breakaway. This map, as breathtakingly beautiful it is, it was running simulator for me. If you like vehicles, I think it'd be a great map. The highlight of the map with me was going up to point, I think it was E, and just wingsuiting down through the canyon. And then once I get down there, I was just running for kilometers. Built up areas, it just seemed, I don't know if it had that lack of verticality. And there's only one store, and like the vehicles were just easily could drive through. I'm not sure. It definitely what, and I'd say in the lower end, very beautiful map, but yeah. And the last one, Renewal. This I think is unbalanced. It's a pretty map, but I think the people that start on the dirt side, so it's a dirt meet grass side. I'll hopefully have a thumbnail, an image to throw up for you. I think it's really, I don't know what it is. I could have just been on the the worst team. I think the 2 to 3 times I played it, but it seemed easier to hold the edge the big dividing wall from the dirt side. And it was a pain. It was just pain trying to push, up to that wall. And obviously leading up to the wall, there's just a big open area with very minimal cover, and they just sit up there. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, that was probably in the bottom of my choice. Whether they can change the spawns, I'm not too sure how, or provide more cover for the other side, because obviously on the dirt side there's a lot more cover. Whether that made a difference, I'm not sure. So yeah, that was my rough overview on the maps. Take it as you want it. I think obviously a lot of Battlefield players do like vehicles, so you got to take it as you want it. I'm not the biggest fan, so of course I'm going to say they're a little bit too big. Specialists. So with all the specialists, I think adding this, customization to the game is great. I think, tying it to an individual character, I'm to be honest, I'm not the biggest fan. I think you should be able to change your person, whether they've just done it for, simpler reasons, just having that, because there'll be multiple skins for each specialist, depending on which one you pick. As far as the abilities I used, I would say about 50% of them, the ones I really wanted to use, I still haven't unlocked yet. Some seemed very underwhelming. In the beta, the medic, I forget her name, she was able to heal revive at range, and she was very OP, but now she can only heal from range. So I think she went from, being very top tier / meta to under the meta. I'd say viable, but definitely not overpowered now. Just seemed when I used her, she can heal herself very quickly. I wouldn't say it's very powerful. I notice a lot of players are using in the assault class, the engineer class, and I think it's the fortification guy, the one that allows you to get armor. There's definitely, I do like the broad mix. There's multiple recon people, but they have slightly different abilities. If I picked the recon class, but then I picked, I think the engineer class, you don't get all them benefits. So how they give you that customization, but they make you, you're better off doing what they're suited to explain that without trying to be too confusing. So with the customization, you've obviously got skins that you can grind for. There was skins that come with the pre-order bonus, and I think they have multiple rarities, rare or uncommon, rare, epic, and I'm assuming legendary, which is cool. They're making the classes. Also same with the guns. You get multiple. You obviously have to unlock all the attachments, and then you get you can take in 3 barrels, 3 sights, maybe 3 magazines, and you can change them on the go, I think that's pretty cool, because then instead of having to pick your loadout, as in Warzone, you can, change it on the go. You can change from a long range sniper and go, oh, hang on, we're getting into shorter range engagements. Let's back it down a bit, put the shorter barrel on, maybe put a less of a zoom scope on. So I think that is awesome. Some people said the T menu is a bit gimmicky, but I love it. It's great. It stops people from just redeploying and changing in the soft menu. There's also skins you can grind for similar to other titles. There's one, for the sniper rifle, and I think you get the last skin by getting 1,200 kills of that rifle. So, I think that's awesome. That gives you something to work for rather than just winning the game, because I think realistically, people want to win, but they want something to grind for, something to go for every day. And there will be, camo grinders or, grinders that wanted to do 100% completion. So I think that is a good move by EA. So like I said, from the beta, the servers, in my opinion, are a lot better, but I'd have the occasional game where it was unplayable. I thought it was just me, but then I realized and seen in the all chat, people said, were all saying, did everyone get that rubber band or that lag spike despite having a low amount of ping? Whether, I don't know how work in IT, whether that's an easier fix or it's just maintenance that's needed. I'm sure they know about it and they're already trying to fix it. Once again, I think the maps are just a little bit too big. Whether they make them keep them the same spies, but maybe keep more spawn points. I'm not too sure, but it's just a little bit too big for me, and I think it just lacks that, that faster, I wouldn't say fast pace, but that medium pace that can eventually turn into the fast pace. So I don't expect it to be like Call of Duty where you're running in, guns blazing, die, then 5 seconds later you spawn again, rinse and repeat. That's just not how Battlefield is. But I do think compared to previous Battlefields, you weren't running as much. It was more at the start of the game and figuring out which points you want to push. So as you can see, this recording is actually a Hazard Zone. This game, I actually had a lot of fun this game. There was very little amount of time where we didn't have any action. But I played another probably 2 to 3 games, and not having comms with your teammates is one thing, but if you just die off the rip and you're just watching, it's very lackluster. From what I see from other people playing the game, they think it's not going to hold up. It's quite boring. I think if you've got a team and you want to be semi-competitive, I think it'll hold out for a while. But it's just whether the majority of the fan base will stick to this or go back to playing Conquest. Portal. I played this probably the least amount, but from what it was quite fun. It was very multiplayer-esque. I think I was you were the World War II soldiers, and I think there was more of us versus the modern day or 2042 soldiers. I found that quite fun. I believe it was Courage JD's VIP mode. From what I see, a lot of people are saying this is a lot more fun. You've got the other Battlefield 3, you've got Battlefield Hardline, and the other one I can't remember the name of. But yeah, a lot more people playing this, so I think with a couple more, content updates throughout every couple of months, I think it'll be here to stay. But overall, I'm just having fun. The sniping, I love to snipe. It just feels so much funner. I think it takes a lot more skill. The guns are harder to control. It's not just laser beams, which, at the start, it's not very fun. But when you start to learn and you actually get them longer range kills, it's very rewarding. I think the game's very fun. A lot of the fan base, I think, will stay here and grind it out, whereas, your casuals might go back to other titles that are coming out in less than a month. Depending what content they do bring out, I'm going to say, guys, I still think they would benefit from a Battle Royale. It'd be awesome if they just slyly release this down the track. But just keep it separate so people that want to play Conquest can play Conquest, and the people that want to, jump into a BR would have a separate option there. I still think in this day and age, you need a BR to survive. I think it's a very niche crowd that are sticking around for the multiplayer. That's my quick overview of the game, guys. If you do want a more in-depth tutorial on what classes or what the maps exactly entail, leave a like, leave a comment down below. If you didn't enjoy the video, leave a dislike, give me some feedback in the comments, and happy grinding. Thanks, guys.